just love to be in the Mediterranean at the minute with this very cold weather that we're experiencing. So for those of you that don't know about Silversea, we are, as I said before, a small ship cruise company, ultra luxury brand. We are very proud to be part of the Royal Caribbean Group. We were originally privately owned by an Italian family, but we became 100% fully owned by the Royal Caribbean Group about a couple of years ago. And what really makes Silversea stand out is the size of our ship. So we have our smallest ship, which is permanently based in Galapagos, which I was very, very lucky to have travelled to Galapagos just before Christmas. And that is our beautiful Silver Origin at just 100 guests, purpose-built, spends 365 days of the year. So yes, we also offer an expedition product as well. And then soon to be launched, our largest ship at the very top, Silver Nova, which is just 726 guests. So from 100 up to just over 700 guests. So being small means we can really get into the ports that the bigger ships simply can't get into. And we actually sail to more destinations than any other cruise company that you've actually visited at the show today. Just over 1,000 at the last count. And really, this is what sets us apart. So as well as, and already this slide's out of date because we brought out our 2025 programme just recently. So really, the number one reason why people sail with Silversea, apart from our wonderfully small boutique ships, is really destination. We find a lot of our guests are very destination hungry. They are well travelled and they want to go to maybe that next destination that they might have seen, you know, on TV in a documentary, or it's always been on their bucket list. So we sail from the Arctic down to Antarctica, all 7 continents and everything in between. And then again, I really need to update this slide because with having lockdown for 2 years, where we couldn't launch any new ships, we're getting a new ship almost every year. And with the addition of Silver Nova at the end of this summer, that'll take our ship size up to 726. But we actually have one of the largest crew to guest ratio at sea. And again, look at our room size as well. So on average, your room size is significantly larger than maybe your large mass market luxury ships. And then it's all about our accommodation on board. Now, we don't do cabins, we don't do staterooms, but don't worry, I won't correct you if you call your accommodation a cabin or a stateroom, but it is all suite accommodation, all outside accommodation. So our entry level is a beautiful Vista suite, which is, if you can look in the top right-hand corner, would look like something like that on our newer ships. Looks awful, doesn't it? I mean, really, I feel embarrassed showing that. But no, has a lovely picture window, and then everything else has a lovely private veranda. And indeed, on Silver Nova and our recently launched Silver Endeavour, which is the 3rd edition to our Polar expedition ships, all entry-level suites actually have private balcony. And then again, it's all about that personalised touch. I talked about that guest-to-crew ratio of nearly 1-to-1. And just giving you an example, in the Galapagos, we had 98 guests on board and 97 crew. So it really is that superb, excellent service, but very, very discreet as well. Don't worry, you won't be overrun with crew asking you lots and lots of questions and bothering you. So it's really about personalisation in our suite. So you have a bedroom, separate lounge area, our signature Italian marble bathrooms. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, every single suite has a full bath and separate rainforest shower, as well as double vanity unit, and indeed a walk-in wardrobe that you could actually sleep in. So if you or your husband snores, perhaps, you might even want to be able to use that as a separate bedroom, no joking aside. And then it's the personalised touches, the choice of different toiletries, the choice of different scents within the suite. It really does make it a home-from-home experience. And there's a few little more images there of some of our, so again, the top level is our entry-level suite. So the Vista suite is exactly the same size, just with a beautiful picture window, and that's our entry-level classic veranda suite. And then we do have more larger accommodation. So our silver suites, which are our slightly higher category suites, are actually our most popular suites on board the ships. And then no Silversea ship or experience would be complete without our wonderful butlers who are there to look after you and attend to your every need. Now, don't worry, they're not going to, roll out from under the bed when you're least expecting it. They are very discreet. But what can the butler do for you? So they can make dinner reservations for you. For example, on the formal evening, they will polish the gentleman's shoes and then leave them in a lovely Silversea tissue all ready to wear. They can book shore excursions for you. They can even unpack and pack your case if you want to, but I always do that myself, I have to say. They can serve you afternoon tea, or if you like it to enjoy maybe a cappuccino in the morning, they can bring a cappuccino to you. If you wanted at 8 o'clock every morning, without fail, you only need to tell them once. And very importantly, because all of our suites have a mini bar, they will ensure that your mini bar is stocked with all of your favourite drinks, all complimentary, of course. And a lot of people say to me, and some people have said it at the show today, oh my goodness, Silversea, I haven't won the lottery. They are at the very top end of the tree. Well, yes, we are. We are an ultra-luxury brand, but we are incredibly good value for money. And we do not charge you to leave our ship. So everything you pay for is really upfront, and there's very, very little to pay once you're on board. We just want you to enjoy the experience with us. We don't want you to have to worry about how much that Wi-Fi is costing. Oh, I ordered that extra bottle of wine. It wasn't within the drinks package. How much am I going to pay for that? Oh my goodness, I didn't believe that shore excursion costs that much. That's all taken care of at Silversea. There is very, very little to pay for. And the Silversea journey really starts from the minute you close your front door, ladies and gentlemen. So we do an amazing executive car transfer service. So you'll have a uniformed driver. We'll pick you up from your home within a 52-mile radius and take you to your local airport. So your Silversea journey really starts in comfort and relaxation. Flights are all included as standard, economy air, but we can do business class promotions. For example, at the moment for the Med, you can fly business class with us for just £99 each way. Once you're at the airport, then your transfers, porterage, everything is included. And of course, if we are flying you long haul, we won't take you straight to the ship, but we'll take you to a beautiful 5-star hotel on bed and breakfast so you can relax in readiness for joining the cruise the following day. Once you're on board with us, all your fine dining's included. And do you know what? Even on our ships of just 600 guests, we still have 10 dining options. So you can dine in a different restaurant almost every evening of your cruise. All drinks are included. We always greet our guests with a lovely glass of champagne or a soft drink. And if you want a bottle of champagne every night in your suite, then you can. It's all included in the price. Premium spirits, fine wines. We have sommeliers on board who are trained in the very, very best French wineries, and they will select the wines each day and pair them with your menus. And of course, I talked about the personalised service, but it doesn't stop with your butler. We also have unlimited Wi-Fi included on board gratuities. So you might be thinking, well, how much is the butler service going to cost me? Do I have to tip? Do I have to tip every time I receive this service? Absolutely not. That's also all included in the fare. And shore excursions, and we all know how expensive shore excursions can be. At Silversea, we include a complimentary shore excursion in every port of call that we go into. And if we do have anybody who's interested in our expedition product, now, you don't have to be Bear Grylls. I'm certainly not Bear Grylls, and I've just come back from the Galapagos Islands and had the best time. I've been in travel for 35 years. Surely not, you might be saying. But I have to say the Galapagos Islands was the best trip I've ever been on of my whole travel career. But you don't have to be Bear Grylls to go on one of our expedition trips. If you can climb up a gangplank of 20 steps and climb back down again, then you are perfectly fit and healthy to go on expedition. And that really is a soft adventure. You're getting up close and personal to all of the wonderful wildlife and scenery. The 3 core pillars, if you like, that we do for expedition are Arctic, Antarctica and Galapagos, but we do so much more than that, everything really in between, even expedition around the British Isles. And the one thing, we are actually market leaders in the ultra luxury expedition market, is the wonderful guides and experts that we have on board that really tell the story of these destinations and bring them to life. And that's just a little journey snapshot there, just really encompassing the inclusions that we have, really making us the most ultra all-inclusive luxury brand at sea. And then food. Well, I'm feeling very hungry, so I haven't had my lunch yet. So hopefully I'm not going to make you guys feel too hungry. But we do have an amazing range of restaurants on board. It's all fine dining, and all the restaurants are open as restaurants would be. So from around about 6:30 through till last service, which is 9:30. And as you can see there, that's the full complement, which you'll find on some of our larger ships, including some of my favourites. The grill, which is outdoor dining. We do give the chef a night off that night, so we give you a lava stone and you cook your own food on the hot stone. Some of you might have done it in places such as Portugal or Madeira. So we do wonderful cuts of steak, for example, or fish. And if you're vegetarian, we have some amazing vegan and vegetarian options as well. Another favourite of mine is Silver Note. Think Ronnie Scott's Jazz Bar in London. It's kind of like a New York style, London style jazz bar, serving small plates, a little bit bigger than tapas. And we have a wonderful jazz duo there. They don't just do jazz, they do a range of popular songs. And there's a great little dance floor where you can have a dance the night away in Silver Note. And if you do want something a little bit more casual, then Spaccanapoli, our Italian pizzeria, offers pizzas from 11 o'clock in the morning through to 11 o'clock at night, freshly baked just for you. And one thing I will make an apology for with Silversea is we don't have any children really on board, so we don't have the kids clubs on board and 1,000 children. I hope people won't be disappointed when I tell you that. But we do welcome families on board. We're not adult only, but we don't really have the facilities. We do leave that up to our wonderful sister parent companies to look after the children in our lives. But we do have the other facilities that cruise ships have. So we have our wonderful nightclubs, our wonderful bars, our outdoor swim pools, our hot tubs, and our award-winning spas, to name but a few. And again, I talked about destinations. This is just all of these dots that you can see around the world are the destinations that we can cover. And we're always looking for that next new destination, or looking for destinations that perhaps a different time of year may make a different experience. And one I'm very, very excited about is we've always done Canada and New England, for example, in the fall, because it's the best time to go and you've got all the lovely colours. But did you know that New England has got this most vibrant kind of festival and foodie culture scene in the summer? So as well as doing the fall, we're now introducing Canada and New England into the summer months as well. And then just a few new concepts that we've introduced on our newer ships over the last couple of years. And one that I'm very excited about, and if we've got any foodies in the room, hopefully you will be too, is our Salt Culinary Programme. And this is on our newer ship. So at the moment, we've got it on Silver Dawn that we launched last year, and Silver Moon that we launched the year before. And we also will introduce it on our brand new ship, Silver Nova. And salt stands for sea and land taste, and in a nutshell, it's all about bringing the flavours of the world where we're sailing to on board the ship. So to give you an example, I was very lucky to the Greek islands on Silver Moon. So it was all about the history, the culture of Greek food, wine, and just really that history and why do the Greeks enjoy kleftiko, for example, so much. And it's just learning a little bit more about the food. And we have a variety of venues on board. The Salt Kitchen, where we will serve regionally inspired meals, and we delve further, so it's not just Greek food. It depends on the island that we're sailing to that day. So if we're sailing to Mykonos, then the food will be synonymous with Mykonos, for example. You can also enjoy regionally inspired drinks in our salt bar, and if you enjoy the food so much, you can then attempt to cook it yourself in our salt lab. And then we do our money can't buy salt experiences at an additional charge to our excursions, but really worth every penny. These really are money can't buy experiences. The one that I did, we went to a beautiful winery in the Troodos Mountains, and it was a VIP tour. You wouldn't get that type of thing if you were doing that yourself. So the salt experiences are amazing. And here's just a short video to tell you a little bit about it. If it's working.
My name's Justin Rollins. I'm here from Los Angeles, California, and I'm here with my wife, Melissa.
I'm Melissa, and I'm here from Los Angeles as well.
We've been thinking about Silversea for a while, and our friends had recommended it highly. Both of us like to go on cruises. We've been on a few, 4 or 5, I think now.
I loved going to have the traditional lunch and the dancing and really kind of wandering off. You feel like you're going off to where people really are living and experiencing, their life on the island, and I thought that was really special. Tomorrow we have the salt excursion for the Cyprus wine exploration tour, and we wanted to sign up for those because getting a little bit of the local flavor and learning more about where we are. We don't explore a lot of Greek food or wines, and so it was a nice way to have kind of an intro and someone curating, let's give you the history of it versus going out and just trying to wander about and figure it out ourselves.
The wine lists are amazing. Every evening it's been like, okay, tonight we're gonna go with a Spanish wine, and what do they have? They have the top 2 Spanish wines in the world.
We like to travel, we like to go different places, but having one place to go, unpacking one time, and then having the world kind of presented to you on the boat with excellent service was just, we couldn't get better than that.
So yes, that was the tour that I did. That brought back such happy memories, actually. And this is just a few images to show you our wonderful salt bar. And it's very much, if you think about the, I think it's the America bar now, the Savoy, there is, I can't remember which one, but it's very much that kind of Art Deco style. And we have the bartenders who work in salt actually don't work anywhere else. But what they do on sea days is they have this really quirky, lovely trolley that they come along with, and they'll serve you the regional inspired cocktails and everything round the pool. So you don't even need to get up from your sun lounger. We will bring the drinks to you. This is another little image of the arts cafe that we have on board our larger ships. Again, a great space just to enjoy maybe a lighter bite for breakfast. We also serve afternoon tea there. And it's been so popular with our guests that we've actually incorporated this onto some of our smaller ships as well. And again, this is our pool size. And I'm sure you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen, this is, I think, Silver Spirit, if I remember rightly. 600 guests, and look at the size of that pool. Absolutely phenomenal. So you never have to get up early in the morning to reserve your sun lounger with Silversea Cruises. And then just before I finish off, I just wanted to cover our exciting news at Silversea. We don't want to dwell on what's happened in the recent years, but we did have a lot of ships that we wanted to launch and couldn't for obvious reasons. So Silver Dawn launched last April in Lisbon. I was very lucky to be on board for the inaugural sailing. And we have, as well as having the salt concept on board, we also have a new spa concept called Otium. And Otium, really, in a nutshell, is why do you want to go to a spa and only enjoy maybe a green tea and feel like you can't indulge yourself? Because the Romans actually, we are in a Roman city, aren't we? The Romans actually invented spas, and the Romans always like to indulge and really have a lovely, relaxing time, but indulge in fine wine and food when they went to spas. So Otium is no exception. So you can enjoy a glass of champagne in our wonderful heated seating area here. You can have a chocolate fountain. You can have a load of different treats, and you don't even have to have them in the. Sorry, I'll just go back a second because I didn't think that video was going to be on. I do apologise. You don't even have to have them in the spa. You can actually enjoy the treats in the comfort of your own suite. We do a bathing experience where we have Otium salts, which are unique to that particular ship that you're sailing on. We also do a sleeping experience where we do different pillow types, different scents. So really, really bring in the spa to the comfort of your own suite as well. And you can even enjoy one of our signature Otium drinks in the comfort of your own balcony. And if it's a little bit chilly, we have cashmere throws to keep you nice and warm. And again, just a couple of images of our new ships there. And you can see they just look a little bit brighter than the previous slide I showed you. And then finally, really exciting. I've been talking about this. I've been at a few cruise shows this week, so I've been talking about this for the last 4 days. Our brand new ship, Silver Nova. So this will be a real game changer for Silversea. Number one, she'll be our biggest ship to date, but still only 726 guests. So still small enough to get into those lovely small ports that we associate with Silversea. She will also be she will be the cruise industry's most sustainable ship built to date. She will run off a trio of different fuels. We are aiming to reduce everybody's carbon footprint by 40% on board. And when she's actually in port, she will use her own reserves to power. So she will be 100% emission-free in port, which I know the buzzword is for sustainability is on everybody's lips at the moment. So very, very excited. And again, just a few images that we've just had released, including the marquee, which is a double height area where guests can enjoy small snacks during the day, but also of a night time. The 2 restaurants I mentioned earlier, Spac and Napoli, the pizzeria restaurant, and the grill will be encompassed into this area. And then finally, if you are interested in doing expedition cruising with us, we were very delighted to acquire Silver Endeavour towards the end of last year. She was actually billed before she became part of the Silversea family as the most ultra all-inclusive expedition ship at sea. Yeah, we thought she looked pretty, but we took her into dry dock, and now we can comfortably say she is one of the most luxurious expedition ships at sea. She has an ice-strengthened hull. She's currently in Antarctica, where we christened her, not with a bottle of champagne, but with an ice bottle of champagne. So the champagne bottle was actually made out of ice, and she's currently enjoying her inaugural sailing in and around Antarctica. And again, just a few images there. Very much lots of glass, really bringing the outside in on this ship. So you'll get to see all the stunning scenery and wildlife that Antarctica and indeed the Arctic, which will be heading up to the Arctic in the summer months, has to offer. And there's just a few images there. And again, a couple of the itineraries that we do. So if you are interested in Antarctica, it really is one of those bucket list destinations. We can do anything really from 5 nights where we actually fly you over Drake's Passage, so you don't actually need to sail over if you didn't want to, up to 20 nights, which also includes South Georgia and the Falkland Islands. And then just finally, I really could not leave my presentation without talking about the Galapagos Islands. If anybody is interested in sailing to Galapagos, it really is that bucket list destination. Please come over. I'm here for about the next 5-10 minutes, but my colleague Helen's here until the end of the show, and both of us were very, very lucky to travel to the Galapagos Islands last year, and that is the ship we have permanently based in Galapagos, Silver Origin, purposely built for Galapagos. She doesn't go anywhere else. She never docks. She doesn't have an anchor. She has a propulsion system that enables her just to hover in the sea, and we never ever dock. So it's Zodiac boats when you join the ship, and then Zodiac boats when you do one of the 2 itineraries that we offer. And again, everything included, including your 2-night stay in Quito, which is where you need to fly to start your Galapagos journey in Ecuador. And then we fly you over by charter flight from Quito over to San Cristobal to begin your Galapagos experience. And that was just a few of my this is just really for my indulgence to make me remember how fantastic it is. But these are my actual photographs, and this is some of the stunning wildlife that you can see up close and personal in the Galapagos Islands. And there you go. That was me just with one of the little sea lions there. So that was it. I think I've got a couple of minutes if anybody does have any questions. If not, Helen and myself will be at the stand. I'll be heading back up to the northeast, but Helen will be there to take any further questions or if you have any queries about anything at all. But thank you very much for listening. Thank you.